maybe the boldness that President Akufo-Addo exhibited in banning mining, probably if this current government have lived to what they trumpeted, including the current lands minister, had trumpeted when they were in opposition, I don't think we'll be sitting here saying LI has been repealed or it will be repealed, trees are being planted. What new thing are they doing to fight galamsey? The same Erastus that were quoting copiously. The last time I was here 2 weeks ago, he was shouting, in context, on his page, that the forest reserves that the IGP team that were told didn't know what they were doing had cleared, had been repossessed by illegal miners. So quickly, something is said, and because of their populist nature, they'll take security in, go and clear them, take pictures, and the next moment they are back. What new is this administration doing? At least President Akufo-Addo was bold enough to ban mining in his first, just to assess the situation properly and realign it properly. There were challenges, no doubt about that. 2020, he was bold enough to say, I'm putting my presidency on the line. We lost almost all the mining constituency, I think apart from Takwa also. We are still tackling it. Our compatriots in government now said they could deal with it. The people we are arresting were not the people who were supposed to be arrested. But how were we arresting these people? Because we're licensing and regulating these people. So the moment you can't show your license, it's easy to arrest the person in the act. But we're told that amnesty will be given to those who have been arrested because they are not. How many kingpins in 9 months? In 9 months, they are being called the baby government. But in 9 months, they've removed the Chief Justice, something that's never been done. In 9 months, they passed an act for GoldBod. Yes, that may have been their priority. But how does an institution that is supposed to get this gold tell us that, yes, the act has been passed, but we start tracing the source of our gold? Because there's an allegation that we're buying, and we're subtly told that there's nothing wrong with buying galamsey gold. So where is that commitment?
Please, so I beg you, who said that? Who said there's nothing wrong?
Galamsey.
Who said there's nothing wrong with buying galamsey gold?
I didn't say we're subtly told.
By who?
When His Excellency, the President, was giving the explanation to the GoldBod and the galamsey and all that. Remember, it being said that what is at least that gold is coming in. You didn't hear that?
That gold is coming in, which implies...
Apart from that, GoldBod is buying gold. When are they going to start tracing?
Let's set the record straight.
Yes.
Nobody has said that there's nothing wrong buying illegal gold.
Nobody has said that.
Let's put that on record.
Nobody has said that. Okay.
Continue.
So it's on record. Nobody has said that.
Yeah.
But the gold that GoldBod is buying, do they know the source of the gold they are buying?
Do you know the source of the gold?
They said they are going to start tracing the gold they are buying in 2026.
Yes, they set up
why not trace it now?
A system to trace.
Why not trace it now if you are really committed to buying gold from legal miners and not buying gold from illegal miners?
What are you saying?
You won't understand because you don't want to understand. When you are going to buy something, you want to know the source, right? Now, even because of the issue of galamsey, when you are buying even bottled water or sachet water, you want to know where the water is coming from, don't you? You want to know the source of the water. You want to know. But a whole GoldBod is buying gold now, and they want to be tracing the gold after 1 year of buying the gold. What does that imply?
But Ghana
Ghana
was buying gold even before the coming in of GoldBod.
Yes, but there were other people trading in gold.
I'm sorry.
It wasn't the sole...
I'm sorry. There were licensed...
It wasn't the sole business of the... Like cocoa.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's the government that buys the cocoa from the producers. But until GoldBod, there were other people that were dealing in gold.
Yes.
Now the sole business of government, unless you're telling me I'm wrong about the operations of GoldBod. So if you are buying, haven't we heard over the years, cocoa board go in after someone? Well, what is the source? Okay, let's put it this way. What is the source of the gold that Ghana GoldBod is buying? What is the source of the gold that Ghana GoldBod? If they are not buying, the allegations they are buying galamsey gold. If they are not buying galamsey gold, they should show us where they are buying the gold from.
So before,
and not wait till 2026 to trace the gold that they are buying. I think if we wanted to be committed to weeding out galamsey, one of the first things that should have been done is tracing the source of the gold that the Ghana Gold Board is buying. That is the point I'm making. But Annie, coming back to the interventions that are being put in place, yes, there were challenges with the previous administration. Ghanaians thought those challenges were not pardonable. Were voted out. The government that promised amnesty for those that are being arrested and they were coming to arrest the kingpins are here. The government that said they were going to repeal the LI are here. The government that some promised push for state of emergency are here. The people that were calling for a ruthless war against galamsey haven't changed. Catholic Bishops' Conference, that media coalition against galamsey, some of the trade unions, they haven't changed. They are the same people still calling out this government to fight galamsey. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago, there was some video, I can't verify that, correct me if I'm wrong, but there was some video purportedly from airport residential that had water that looked like muscatella coming out of it. We've had water bodies. And in all these conversations that we are having, I'm yet to hear any government official tell us that this is what we are doing and this has been the outcome. Vis-a-vis the passion with which they campaigned with galamsey before coming into government. So if you call yourself a baby government, you call yourself a government that is still crawling or whatever, but you can take adult steps like removing a CJ, like passing an act to be the sole buyer of gold, then are you making galamsey a priority as you campaigned for the previous government to make it a priority? Let's assume without admitting that the previous government did nothing about galamsey. The current government made it a priority. Why is it not a priority now? Why are they pussyfooting? Why are they flip-flopping in the promises they made? What new thing have they added on to the fight against galamsey? This is not the first time we're going to have water guards. 1 million trees, wherever they are. I remember when I was talking about the livelihood empowerment thing here, I was sitting right here. You asked me where those reclamations were being done. How much? The 1 million trees, where are they?
You mean the one planted by them or you?
No, she said they planted almost 1 million trees.
I didn't
Unless you
give
want
a
to
figure. I
retract
said
that.
millions of trees.
No, millions of trees. Yes. So it's not even one. It's more than one. Where are they? Where are the millions of trees being planted?
Take you on a tour.
The livelihood, I don't need to go on a tour. Tell Ghanaians. The livelihood empowerment program that the previous administration set in place. Yes, there was a war against galamsey, there was a Operation Halt, there was Galam Stop and all that. But that is when you deal with a problem and you continuously monitor your progress and improve on it. But people of Ghana said that wasn't helping us. So those who made it a priority should come and fix it. What they are supposed to do is fix it. To date, apart from GoldBod, they haven't been able to tell us any substantial thing. The only thing you hear is that when agitations are high, you see the minister on the water, on a boat, on the waters. Now they are saying what? They've declared what? Security zones.
The water
we are
bodies
here
are security
because
zones.
At the end of the day, we talk about these things not for partisan issues. At the end of the day, the water that comes to you and I has to be safe. Like earlier on I told you, sometime last year and years before, we're getting some level of water supply in my area within a week. Now we buy water almost every week or every other week. The water that was 130 when I moved there two years ago, as at March, it was 150 per gallon. It's now 250 per a tank. These are verifiable facts. People live there. I don't live there alone. How sustainable are those things? What are they doing to assuage the things they trumpeted? They should make it a priority and let's all feel the ease they promised, but not to be delivering something different as against what they offered. And look at the influx of excavators. These same excavators that they said they are putting tracking numbers on and all that. We're told that 33 got missing. The last time you're telling me that they said it was data miscommunication, whichever it is. Now, excavators are coming in so much. What is making it so attractive for people to bring in excavators at that level that they are choking our ports, that they have to find another place and put them, and they are moving them at night. She couldn't tell you. At least we can tell you excavators were demobilized. She can tell you any excavators that they've
were being burnt during the previous administration.
Some were criticized at a point was
and
being
the same is
demobilized.
being done now. It's just one thing that I can't understand.
Be told. So, but at the end of the day, what are we looking for? Stop what they promised to stop galamsey, to arrest the kingpins, to stop arresting those on the field and arresting the financiers. We want to see it. Today is what, 29 September. It's 9 months into the administration. They have 4 years. Practically 6 months in 2028 is gone. So they have about 2 years, 3 months or so, or 9 months, whichever. They should prioritize what borders on the well-being of Ghanaians. Just as the previous administration took bold decision to ban galamsey, mining at a point just to get the right fit. License people. So you may think that the licensing, too many licenses. But how do you regulate people if you don't license them, if you don't put them in that situation where you can show them and direct them? All the trainings that Association of Small-Scale Miners were doing with humans. I think there was another one, Gold Project. Civil society was in there. Now we are being told people will be taken to Australia. What happened to those interventions? What happened to the livelihood empowerment? What happened to the gold catchers? Because we are being told a lot of mercury is being seen in our contemporary, our law and all those things. What is happening to the gold catchers program? What's happening to all those things? They should let us know.